Brad Williams, Frugal Finance. How about convenience yield? What's convenience yield? Convenience yield is like a bonus for owning a physical commodity, such as oil. It's the extra benefit you get from having the actual stuff instead of just a contract for it. For example, if you're an oil refiner and you have actual crude oil in storage, you can use it to keep your machine running smoothly. But if you only have a contract for oil, you can't do that. This bonus or convenience yield is important because it helps companies avoid problems like shortages. If there's a chance that there won't be enough of a commodity in the future, the convenience yield goes up because having the physical commodity becomes even more valuable. But if there's plenty of the commodity around, the convenience yield goes down because there's less need of it. So convenience yield basically reflects how much people expect the commodity to be available in the future. If they think there might be a shortage, the convenience yield is higher. If they're confident there'll be enough, the convenience yield is lower. Users of consumption commodities may feel that ownership of the physical commodity provides benefits that are not obtained by holders of future contracts. For example, an oil refiner is unlikely to regard a futures contract on crude oil in the same way as crude oil held in inventory. The crude oil in inventory can be an input to the refining process, whereas a futures contract cannot be used for this purpose. In general, ownership of the physical asset enables a manufacturer to keep a production process running and perhaps profit from the temporary local shortages. A futures contract does not do the same. The benefits from holding the physical assets are sometimes referred to as the convenience yield provided by the commodity. If the dollar amount of storage cost is known and has a present value U, then the convenience yield Y is defined such that F of O x Y of T, there we go, there's that Y variable, equals S of O plus U plus EXP R times T. Then if the storage costs per unit are a constant proportion U of the spot price, the Y is defined so that F of O times exp y to the t equals s times exp r plus u to the t, or F of O is equal to price times exp r plus u minus y t. The convenience yield reflects the market's expectation concerning the future availability of the commodity. The greater the possibility that shortages will occur, the higher, okay, we've repeated this over and over again. Convenience yield, part of the process. And if you're wondering what I did in order to get this to a larger scale, you just go over here. You can hit plus or minus. Or you can hold down on your mouse key, hold down the control key and spin your mouse. But when you do, lovely Excel doesn't stay in place. Well, in this case, it did. But sometimes it'll just tear up the page and you're going to have to scroll around like right there. Brad Williams, Frugal Finance. Thanks for watching.